What's up, everybody watching on their computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and today I will be making my predictions for the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which will be taking place on the 25th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, currently, as I'm recording this video, there are only 4 matches on the card. 2 will be Elimination Chamber matches, and 2 non-championship matches. So quickly, I'm just going to predict the Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt match first. I don't see any excitement going into this match, but randomly I'm just going to pick Bray Wyatt, considering Bray was in an Elimination Chamber match last year, and that was on SmackDown, and that was for the WWE Championship, which Bray Wyatt did win. Well, obviously, I'm going to say this right now. I honestly think that Bray will win. I don't know, maybe it's the name Elimination Chamber that comes to mind when you think of Bray Wyatt. So, yeah, I think Bray will defeat Matt Hardy. It'll be a short match, and not that many people are really going to care about it, including me, because, well, what's the whole point? It's a dumb storyline between these two guys. Matt Hardy's just a crazy guy, and Bray, we always know what he does over the years, and see, I just don't want to pay any attention to it, but I have to predict it because it's on the card. I don't know if it will be a pre-show match, but obviously, I just think Bray Wyatt will win. Okay, I think to be fair to the card, I'm going to predict the Women's Elimination Chamber match first. So we'll transition into my viewpoints on the Asuka-Nia Jax match. So first up, Alexa Bliss will be defending her Raw Women's Championship in the Elimination Chamber against Bayley, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Sonya Deville. Now, keeping in mind, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are part of Paige's group. I don't even know what it's called because it's so hard to keep an eye on the Raw Women's division every week, and it's certainly easier to keep an eye on the SmackDown one every week. Anyhow, the point I'm trying to make here is that I honestly think that Alexa's going to defeat every woman in that match, and I have a reason. Because when I look at the champion going into the Chamber match, normally the champion is the one who goes in thinking, if I don't win this match, I'm not going to be keeping my title going into Mania. I at least want to be the champion going into Mania. So, I take 2 examples. I take Edge in 2011, and I take Daniel Bryan in 2012. So I look at those 2 examples, and I say to myself, well, why shouldn't Alexa be like Edge or be like Daniel Bryan and defend her championship inside the chamber? Honestly, I hope she doesn't get eliminated, but I'm going to be honest. If I want to see the Alexa defeat the last woman in that chamber, if I had to pick one woman, I'm going to go with Bayley. And I'm going to predict that the last 2 women will be Alexa Bliss, the champion, and Bayley. Because Bayley and Alexa certainly have a rivalry that goes back to last year. And it would make sense for the last 2 ladies to be Alexa Bliss and Bayley. And it certainly would be interesting, no question. But I still think Alexa's going to win. And that transitions into the next match I want to predict. Asuka taking on Nia Jax. Now, if Nia wins, she will be added to Asuka's championship match at WrestleMania 34. Now, there's 2 ways I could see this match going. Preferably the way I wanted to see it is that Nia wins, ends the streak, and then somehow, someway, Asuka stays on Raw, which long-term, win or lose, it helps her. Hopefully it does. I wouldn't know. And then you make it a 3-woman match between Alexa taking on Nia, taking on Asuka. I honestly think that Nia's not going to go to SmackDown. So in that situation, Asuka's going to want to face Alexa and Nia. Now, if she wants to face Charlotte, okay, I have no problem. But that's the most likely situation I could see going into that match. That's the preferred route I want to see. I want to see Nia end the streak, and then that's my storyline going into it. Now, if Asuka wins, I think what would make sense for it to happen is that if Asuka wins the match, she goes to take on Charlotte on SmackDown, and then you have Nia take on Alexa at WrestleMania 34. And then it's a good possibility you then put the belt on Nia, considering Nia has been begging WWE for months to give her a title match. And I feel bad that people don't appreciate Nia Jax. And I get the whole thing. She's not like other girls. Okay, I get the whole thing. But from what I've seen in the past year, this woman should have gotten a Raw Women's Championship match. And obviously, it would be interesting to see the friendship of Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax end after this pay-per-view. There's no question. So, I think it's a win-win for the fans. Most likely, Asuka does win. But I do want to see Nia Jax win this match and end that streak of Asuka. And lastly, the main event of the night, the Elimination Chamber match. You have Braun Strowman taking on Elias, taking on Finn Balor, taking on John Cena, taking on Roman Reigns, taking on Seth Rollins, and taking on the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. Now, keeping in mind the winner of this Elimination Chamber match will take on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34. So, let's take a look at the men who I think will not win this match. So, from the top, I'm going to eliminate 3 men. Elias will not win, Cena will not win, and The Miz will not win. So you eliminate that. That's Strowman. That's Balor. That's Reigns. That's Rollins. That's 4 men in the chamber match that is left. So, here's the thing. People thought, Roman's going to be the favorite. Well, keeping in mind there was a gauntlet match this past Monday night on Raw, where Roman took on Seth, and Seth was able to last in the gauntlet match for a whole hour before losing to Elias Sampson. So I think you push the boundaries for Balor to lose, and now you're pushing the boundary for Roman to lose, which I'm hoping he does, because honestly, the man has headlined WrestleMania now for 3 straight years. It gets annoying. You know, the thing is, look at 2015. He was in a triple threat match, but they put the belt on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 32, which I like that ending. That ending made sense. Then you go to WrestleMania 33. We're going to make Triple H win the Royal Rumble so he can lose to Roman Reigns. And then you look at last year. We're going to make Undertaker retire on screen by making him lose to Roman Reigns. You know, that's the problem. It's like Roman Reigns is always set to retire these old superstars. You know, that's the whole point of that. And obviously, I get that Roman was champion at one point. I get the whole thing. But WWE needs to stop pushing this guy. Give us a break. You know, I'm going to be honest. I want to see Roman and Seth eliminated. And then the last 2 men, I want to see Strowman beat the living you-know-what out of Balor. And look, I know Balor won the first ever Universal Championship match at SummerSlam 2016. I get all that. But from Why aren't they pushing Strowman? It's the same thing with Nia Jax. This company doesn't know how to push the right superstars. Nia should be getting a championship match for the Raw Women's title, and Strowman should at least be Universal Champion. Or it should have been Samoa Joe last year. I claimed that last year I thought Samoa was going to defeat Brock at Great Balls of Fire. That didn't happen. And now Joe is injured. We get all that. So Strowman, I'm going to predict he will win for the sake of the fan base. I think he should go on to WrestleMania 34 and then defeat Brock Lesnar for the title, plus ending Brock's career. In one-on-one, Brock wouldn't have a chance. Strowman would easily beat him up. So there you have it. My predictions for the Elimination Chamber are set. I will be back around March 10th for my Fastlane predictions for SmackDown, which I'm looking forward to doing that one. And there you have it. So, enjoy the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view if you're going to be attending in Las Vegas on Sunday, or enjoy it like I will be on the WWE Network. Till next time, everyone, take care.